Earlier this year, we partnered with ARM and Honghai Technology Group Foxconn to launch a startup competition around semi and AI called Semi and AI Startup Cup. So today we're announcing, and this is focusing on three buckets of categories: one on semiconductor ecosystem, second on AI and data infrastructure, and we also created a special award on data center efficiency. So today we are announcing the top 8 finalists that are going to be advancing to pitch at the finale, which is going to be on stage at CES in January. Before we do that, I want to invite Will Abbey, our sponsor, senior leadership from ARM. Will is the Executive Vice President and Chief Commercial Officer at ARM to join me on stage. And I'd love for you to say a few words before we roll on to the announcement.
I think the few words is the operative word here. So look, Victoria, thank you so much for the invitation. Bill, Young, thank you so much for the opportunity just to address this crowd. And as I sort of look around, I see some familiar faces, but I also see quite a lot of unfamiliar faces. Young has said some really kind words about ARM, but let me just add my own perspective on some of the things that you've heard Young talk about. I think all of us recognize that everything is a computer of sorts, right? I think we all recognize that. Whether it's your smart lock or your smart watch or your smarter car or your smarter homes, and the brains behind those smarts, we're proud to say it's the ARM CPU. When you start to think about the arc of time and how smartness is pervading everything that you and I interact with, it's quite mind-blowing. And Young talked a bit about that. When you think about the fact that just under 300 billion devices, right, are ARM powered, and that's 300 billion CPUs are being deployed by ARM. And one of my colleagues is actually in the room. I remember the days when we were thinking about, can we get to a billion units, right? Today, we're shipping roughly about 34, 35 billion devices, billion CPUs a year. I've been at ARM now almost 22 years, and the accent sometimes gives people the impression I'm still in Cambridge. I'm not. I'm in Silicon Valley. I've been here for 12 years. One of the things that has become abundantly clear to me and many of us at ARM is something that Voltaire talked about. And again, it's not a Superman quote. It's a Frenchman's quote. This idea that with great power comes greater responsibility. And so we at ARM, we recognize, by virtue of the impact that we are having through the technology that we enabled, that we also have a huge responsibility. We recognize that technology is not equal, nor is technology design neutral. And so we spend a fair bit of time thinking deeply around what can ARM do, what can we do to sort of close this term that we use as the digital divide. We also believe in the power of partnerships, and so we recognize that we can't do it alone, and that all of us, not just in this room, but within the semiconductor industry, have this responsibility to take on these challenges head on, this idea of a digital divide. And I think Victoria's thinking, I said a short speech.
No, take your time.
Let me get to the punchline. So when we think about AI and we think about the potential that AI will bring for all of us, it also still needs to be able to think sensibly about the impact on people and the impact on the planet. And so, yes, we're a platform company, and we think broadly and deeply around enabling platform, but at the same time, the CPU is still a key component of what we do. And so we're thinking very profoundly around how do we design a platform, a CPU, that is relevant for the AI world. And so for us, the idea of performance is still very important. The idea of power efficiency is very important. The idea of size and cost, all of those things have to be considered. But we can't do that alone, right? And that's why partnerships like this, events like this, are so important. I think back to the first time I met you, Victoria, which was about a year ago at CES. And one of the things that I'm responsible for is working with the ARM Innovation or the ARM Impact team. And so I was profoundly touched by the work that you guys are doing and wanted to be part of that journey. And so we've seen firsthand the hard work and the brilliance that the XTC team bring to bear. And so we've extended our relationship into this this now new challenge, right? And so really pleased, really proud to have the opportunity to say a few words, and just want to encourage you to join in the vision and play a meaningful role as we try to sort of make a huge impact in this digital divided world. And on that note, looking forward to where the panelists and the finalists will take us as we move forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please put your hands together. Put your hands together for Will again. Will Abbey from ARM. Thank you so much. I am profoundly grateful for your support and engagement. I also want to recognize senior executive from Hon Hai Technology Group and Foxconn, who is arriving a little late, Jerry Shao, who we'll be hearing from later. Before we unveil the top 8 finalists, I also want to call attention to this wonderful booklet that we printed that has the top 24 finalists that we're going to be announcing the finalists from. But before we do that, and Will, thank you for articulating how much work this is. And I couldn't possibly do this without this amazing team that I work with. I want to bring my colleagues, Shail Rajan, who heads, come here, Shail, come here, John. Shail, John, and also Giles and Craig, are you here? Are you? Okay, come up and join me on stage. Shail Rajan, she owns head of process and operations, and John Martin heads our ecosystem, and also our wonderful friends and volunteers from a marketing agency called Beep Digital. Giles Vincent and Craig Sparks, you've been with us from the very, very beginning, and I couldn't possibly do this work without you, so I am grateful to you, and it's so much fun to work together. Put your hands together for Shail, John, Craig, and Giles. Oh, yes, please.
All of the semifinalists who are able to come tonight have on vibrant neon green name badges. Please go buttonhole them and talk to them about their companies.
Super, thank you so much. Now for the unveil video, I want to invite Young and Bill come on stage, and Will join us here, and all the finalists ready to come once the video stops. So please come on stage. As we roll the video, so pick a spot on the either side, announcing the finalist. Join me on stage, the finalists present here tonight. And we're going to do a quick intro, pass the mic around, and then we're going to do a great big photo with our founders and with our sponsor from ARM. So let's line up in a nice row and quickly introduce yourselves very quickly. Kevin, please.
Hi, I'm Kevin Conley of Applied Brain Research, where we are bringing advanced time series AI to the edge through our unique in-memory compute solution.
Yeah, I'm Wayne Rickard. I'm CEO of Terra Circuits Corporation. And if you can indulge me in a quick story, in 1995, I built my first 3 chips with LSI logic. And one of them had an ARM core that at the time was just a chunk of Verilog. So it's just incredible to still be in this industry and be here at this competition, and thank you for the recognition.
Hi, my name is Maxime Plakotniuk. I'm the CEO and founder of Atom 3D. We are from Denver. We just flew to San Francisco, didn't sleep. So if I look ugly, that's because of that. We invented new technology for manufacturing of semiconductors. It's the right technology. We actually making own devices already today. I'm happy to show you at any point.
Hi everyone, my name is Florian Barbaro and I'm the CEO of Ancovéa, a startup based in Nice, south of France. And we did an efficient and sustainable solution for detecting generic content. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Hi, my name is Noel Hurley. I'm the CEO of Literal Labs. We are taking on the challenge of cutting the energy usage of neural networks by taking a radically different logic approach to AI that is faster, significantly less power, and is also explainable. Thank you.
Oh, great.
Hi, I'm John, CEO and founder of Genentech. We're actually from Taiwan, but we're setting up our entity in the US. We do cybersecurity in chips. We actually do all the way up to the post-quantum level that have just been launched by NICE. Also, we're building different technologies and different IPs into the framework, so easier for scaling out. Talk to us more and appreciate for the recognitions and looking forward to the events for the CES.
I'm Dave Snolsky, I'm the US CEO of Genentech. It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome, great. Now we're going to try to get a group photo here. So what's the best way, Giles? Oh, squeeze in a little bit more. Does that work?
A little bit more, keep back.
A little bit more.
Let's get friendly.
Yeah, get friendly. Okay.